Hi, everybody. Antonio here with another daily reminder for you. And today's daily reminder is those Peloton people are crazy monsters. So that's not really the daily reminder. The daily reminder is do what you can do. So I'm on the Peloton doing a bike workout today, and there was a gentleman by the name of what was his name? Cliff Dwenger, I think that was his name. Well, anyway, I was looking through the thing and I saw this workout. It said Afro beats, and I'm like, yeah, I like Afro beats, and I thought it'd be a really great workout. And so the brother comes on, I'm getting excited. I'm like, yeah. First of all, this dude speaking the Dutch, German, and I'm like, okay, fine, we'll work through that. But he was really animated, and everything. So I was able to kind of follow along with him, even though I didn't understand exactly what he was saying. I was able to follow along with him, and so he starts to work out, and I'm going boom, so really going okay. And then the beat starts picking up. I'm like, okay, this guy is pushing this. I'm like, so I'm doing what I can to keep up, and he's pushing the thing. And then he has the nerve, the audacity to get off the bike. So he gets off the bike and he starts doing lunges, burpees, and squats with weights, mind you. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not doing that. Wasn't happening. So I'm, pedaling along, doing everything I can, just to keep my heart rate up and all this other stuff. And he's just jumping along and doing the stuff. Then he gets back on the bike, and it's just ridiculous. So, but it was a decent workout. But it was bonkers. It was absolutely bonkers. I'm like, who does this? And the guy was in like the most incredible shape you could imagine. So like if you were to look up or Google guy in shape, his picture would come up, mid, probably mid 30s, I guess. But all the things, has 0.25% body fat percentage, and I probably have about 25% body fat. But he was in tip-top shape. And here's the thing. I know that even beyond the video that and the work that he does with Peloton, he has his own workout, class that he teaches in some gym somewhere. And then he probably has his own workout routine that he does himself. I don't do all that. And plus, he's probably a little over half my age. Because he's in his probably mid to early 30s, and I'm like, you know what I mean? So go figure. So what is the lesson here? Do what you can do. Do what you can do. Don't compare yourself to others. And I know, that was probably another video that we've done, another daily reminder, but it was just this. And again, another reminder, right? Here's a reminder to not compare yourself to other people. Here's this guy in this ultimate tip-top shape. I couldn't expect to do the exact same thing that he had done. And, I've been off for a long time. I ended up hurting my shoulder a while back, so I stopped working out. Then I ended up getting COVID, stopped working out. It was I hadn't worked out. So I was honestly, I was trying to do too much. Really trying to do too much. But that again goes back to remind yourself is to not compare yourself to others, because a lot of times, and I could only imagine with this guy, I could only imagine, but you don't always know the story behind people and their lives and their success or whatever the case. You don't always know the story. I remember a mastermind event I went to, and this woman was talking about, oh, I started this business and I built it to $2.5 million a year, within the first year, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, oh man, wow, wow. Yeah. And here's the thing. I'm not taking anything away from what she did, not hating on her, not taking anything away from her building a $2.5 million a year business in less than a year. Yet here's the thing that I found out doing some asking and investigating. First of all, she worked as a senior VP at a Fortune 100 organization. So she was already making about $750,000 a year. All right. So there's that. And her husband, come to find out, money bags. Money bags. Now, here's the thing. This absolutely is not to diminish what she's done. It's not to take away from what she's done, not by any means. I still think that's a fantastic feat to start a business from scratch and build it to $2.5 million in less than a year. That is fantastic. Now, compare that to someone who's starting a business with nothing. Nothing. No money in the bank. No millions of dollars of potential investing that you don't really have to pay back. Comparing those two, it's not a comparison. But what will happen is the person starting from nothing will see that, and that can be discouraging for some. Now, for some, it could be inspiring. It can be inspiring, but it can be discouraging for others when you see that and say, oh, wow, this person, man, I started my business and I barely made $25,000, let alone 2.5 million. So do what you can do. Do what you can do. The people over at Peloton are doing a damn good job at what they do. Cliff, I applaud him. He, if I were to say, someone to ask me, Antonio, if you could have the perfect body, well, who would it be? It would be Cliff's. And he's not like, one of those guys, with the big, he wasn't that. He's just perfectly toned, definition, all the, just physically fit, physically fit. I would definitely want that. But I also got to realize that he's done the work to get that. He doesn't eat popcorn every night at 10 o'clock, no less. Jeez. So no, I am not 70, Naima. You got jokes. But again, if I were to compare myself to Cliff, I'd be doing myself a disservice. I'd be doing myself an absolute disservice by comparing myself to someone who has a very different lifestyle than I do. A very different lifestyle. No better, no worse, but a very different lifestyle. So, reminder, do what you can do. Do what you can do. Push yourself, go a little bit further than you think you can, whenever you can. And when you can't, don't. Because even with today, I wasn't able to keep up with Cliff. Honestly, I should have known better. I listen to Afro beats almost every other day. I know how fast that BPM is on that music. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? I was thinking, yeah, that would be some nice music to work out to, but that BPM trying to keep up with that, man, it was bonkers. So I had to slow down a few times, and I was okay with that. I was okay with that. I think for a quick little minute, I was feeling some kind of way, but I quickly had to remind myself, I don't do what Cliff does. He works out, I'm sure, hours every day between the classes that he teaches and his own workout. I'm sure he's doing it for hours a day, which is why he has the shape, the fitness level that he does comparatively to, you know, now, can I push myself harder? Yeah, I can. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I did stay on longer than I probably would have if I weren't watching this maniac go and go and go. When he jumped off the bike, I'm like, what are you doing? But it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. And not only did the workout get, the heart rate pumping and, endorphins going, it was a great opportunity to remind myself to do what you can do. Do what you can do. Don't compare yourself to other people. You don't always know their story. Lehman says, absolutely do what you can do. 200 days out of 365 is absolutely forward progress. Keep going. Yes. Thank you for that, Naima. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're up to, whatever you're doing in whatever goals, objectives, dreams, desires you have in your life, do what you can do. Do what you can do. Don't look at what everybody else is doing, and definitely don't compare yourself to others because you have no idea. You have no idea what got them there. No idea. No idea. And even if you did know, it doesn't matter. Do what you can do. So what you can do right now is leave me a comment, like, share. That's something you can do right now. So do what you can do. Don't compare yourself to others. Do what you can do. Like, comment, and share. And we'll see you tomorrow for another daily reminder. Take care.